ABB findet, bitte hier beim Sprecher abgeben. Zum anderen bitten wir den Anti-Doping-Beauftragten vom DBS in sein Büro zu kommen. Der Anti-Doping-Beauftragte vom DPS möchte bitte in sein Büro kommen. Und jetzt kommen wir zum Wettkampf 40, 100 Meter Rücken der Männer mit insgesamt 13 Vorläufen.
Now let's move on to Heat 40, the men's 100 meters backstroke. This will be the first heat of 13.
Und in diesem ersten, wie gesagt, von 14 Vorläufen, 100 Meter Rücken der Männer sehen wir auf Bahn 0, Lane 1, Enrique Samuel Ovira Gurgel, auf Bahn 2, Lane 2, Joe Martins, auf Bahn 3, Philipp Ramastorva, Bahn 4, Lane 4, Joao Correa, auf 5, Lane 5, Mohamed Reza Khababi, auf Bahn 6, Florian Haare, Bahn 7, Tyson Eggers und auf Bahn 8, Lane 8, Francesco Ivan Anastasio.
It's the first heat of 13, and in lane 2, Joao Martins from Portugal has an S1 classification, but his qualifying time 3:13 was faster than the swimmers on 3:32 was his qualifying time. So we'll look and see how he fares at the moment as they come into the last part of the first length. I think in lane 5, that's Mohamed Reza Khabari from the Iranian team. .109, that's Mohamed Reza Khabari. He's turned first in lane I missed that. In lane 8, Francisco Ivan Anastasio. .347 points. I didn't have a qualifying time for him. So, good swim from him. S8 swimmer, 347 points. Well, now then we've got the swimmer in lane 5, Mohamed Reza Khabari, the Iranian team, had a good showing in this championship. He's coming into touch in lane 5, 2-2-3. Well, that puts him currently in second place, but that may well change. As we know, in lane 4, Joao Correa. Let's see his point, Joao Correa just coming in, touching now. 3-4-3. Look at that, just in second place. In lane 1. Enrique Gurgel. And 108, so the positions haven't changed at the moment. There are still 4 swimmers. .212. So it's still Francesco Anastasio in lane 8. Finished first by a long way with 347 points. Oh, there we are. Joao Martins, 532. He was the person we concentrated on, the S1 swimmer. Said it was worth watching him, 532. So he's now in the lead. Anastasio in second place now. Well, let's hear it. Support now, please, everybody. That's finishing the person in lane 7. Tyson Eggers, S4 swimmer. I think unlikely now to take the lead. 132. Now, what a great swim from Joao Martins.
Und damit kommen wir zur Bahnverteilung für Lauf 2 und now Heat 2 auf Bahn 0. Lane 0. Francesco Petala auf Bahn 1, Dylan Natus auf Bahn 2, Lane 2, Michael Thor Massetta auf Bahn 3, Dieter Geistefeld, Bahn 4, Wolfgang Unger, Bahn 5, Fabian Brune, auf Bahn 6, Lane 6, Christoph Stefanowski, Bahn 7, Lane 7, Syed Kasem Sidati, auf Bahn 8, Lane 8, Carlo Ludovici und auf Bahn 9, Marco Zvilus.
Wolfgang Unger, 57.95, turning first there. And in lane 1, Dylan Natus, 59. 89. I don't have a qualification for Unger in lane 4. That's a strong swim. Krzysztof Stefanowski in lane 6 is an S4 swimmer, one of the Polish representatives, and he's swimming well. Now that will be worth watching in lane 6. That's a very good swim there. Let's watch Krzysztof Stefanowski in lane 6, S4, one of the Polish swimmers. He's, he's probably in second position now, but only just. Really is an excellent swim. Going to touch first, though, in lane 4 is Wolfgang Unger. Now, we don't have a qualification for him, and 95 points. 5-4-3 for Stefanowski. That puts him in the lead in this heat. And just 3 swimmers to finish. .409 makes it second position there, but what a good swim from Stefanowski in lane 6. Excellent swim, well done.
Und wir kommen dann zum Lauf 3, Heat 3. Auf Bahn 0, Lane 0, Andreas Szczesny. Auf Bahn 1, Thomas Meixelsberger. Bahn 2, Lane 2, Nelson Lopez. Bahn 3, Lane 3, Kulma Hossein, Scherbecka. Auf Bahn 4, Lane 4, Theodos Karikotodis. Auf Bahn 5, Leo Marinov. Bahn 6, Dustin Schmitz. Bahn 7, Lane 7, Mohamed Mohammadi. Auf Bahn 8, Stefan Sarma. Und Bahn 9, Lane 9, Michael Schönmecker.
Well, Heat 3 here. We've got some strong swimmers here. The classifications range from S4 to S11. Dustin Schmitz, S11 in lane 6. Michael Schönmacher, though, who's had a good competition, in lane 9. And, in fact, not swimming.
Wir haben die Finalbesetzung 200 Meter Lagen der Frauen vorliegen. A-Finale, B-Finale, Jugendfinale. We have qualified for 200 meter individual medley women. E-Final, Ilona Simons, Danina Schulte, Magda Tütters, Natalie Jones, Verena Schott, Natalie Dutoy, Stephanie Milford, Stephanie Weinberg, Katarzyna Pawlik and Elina Kravchov. And for B-Final, Jima Ormond, Fanny Illes, Carla Kassarz, Paulina Wozniak, Kolbrun Al, Stefano Dottier, Imo Kolata, Kola Sulo, Anita Dottier, Katharina Kuldova, Nicolette Rasch und Emily Gray. Und Ersatzschwimmerinnen, Substitute-Swimmers Jacqueline Herweg, Susanne Ribeiro, Letizia Freitas, Saskia Valentin und Nirette Blüm. Abmeldung bis It's 13 Uhr. Whistle time at 1 o'clock.
Well, look at that. That's a good swim there. 6.82, Nelson Lopez. That puts him in third position in this heat. Stefan Sama in 3.50 in lane 8. Still two swimmers to finish. One swimmer to finish in lane 7. Mohammed Mahamadi. 2.32. That doesn't change the result. Nelson Lopez.
Und wir machen weiter mit Lauf Nummer 4. Heat 4 auf Bahn 0, Sandro Westphal. Bahn 1, Simon Pradanovic. Auf Bahn 2, Lane 2, Saad Askar Rosalind Mohier. Auf Bahn 3, Lane 3, Miguel Lik Alvila. Auf Bahn 4, Lane 4, Oleg Melnikov. Bahn 5, Erik Schröder. Auf Bahn 6, Yannick Nasswetter. Bahn 7, Roy Langer. Auf Bahn 8, Lane 8, Viktor Kemeny. Und Bahn 9, Jan Rauhaus. Und was uns noch fehlt, ist die Bekanntgabe des Jugendfinales 200 Meter Lagen der Frauen mit Alina Mühlenjost, Jasmin Moibian, Emily Telle, Sabrina Elbe, Henriette Schöttner und Julia Bosiker. Abmeldungen auch hier bis 13 Uhr.
We might look here to the Spanish swimmer in lane 3, Miguel Luca Avila. He's an S5 swimmer, and they're all turning together there. And in fact, it's Luca Avila who is turning in third place. So that's a strong swim from him. So he's in lane 3. Across there in lane 5, that's Eric Schroeder. We don't have a classification for Eric Schroeder. We'll watch lane 3. In lane 6, Yannick Nasswetter, S14. And across here now, in lane 0, Sandro Westphal. And S9 swimmer, just those two coming into touch together, 0 and 5. That's 245, 174, 229. Victor Kemeny, 411, 390 for Avila. And so it's Victor Kemeny, Avila, and Sandro and Westphal in third place there.
Die Bahnverteilung für Lauf Nummer 5. Heat 5 auf Bahn 0, Lane 0, Palmi Gudlundsen. Auf Bahn 1, Lane 1, Anefka Rakhavendra. Auf Bahn 2, Herbert Blöckel. Auf Bahn 3 Lane 3 Santiago Londono. Auf 4 Lane 4 Ivan Walensky. Auf 5 Bastian Flörke. Bahn 6 Ben Siara. Bahn 7 Max Gehlhaar. Bahn 8 Josef Belicki. Und Bahn 9 Marc Güricke.
And we found a mobile. We think it must have been from one athlete. So we found a mobile. Come to the speaker when you would like to have your mobile back. Wir haben wieder mal ein Mobiltelefon gefunden. Also wer sein Handy vermisst, wir haben es gefunden auf der Tribüne der Athleten. Also es wird wohl einem Athleten gehören. Der möchte sich bitte bei uns am Sprechertisch melden.
The swimmers turning now. Let's have a look at this field. Yoav Valinsky from Israel, S6 swimmer. He's in lane 4. And coming into his stroke now, swimmer in lane 5, Bastian Flörke, is currently in the lead, but he is an S14 swimmer and has an S4 classification. In lane 3, Santiago Londono. Now his is S6, so he's challenging for a good point there. Currently in second or third place. Across there in lane 6, 7 and 8, we've got Max Gehlhaar, Josef Belicki, and Ben Siara, S7, S8, S7 swimmers. Look at that, they're all coming in together in lane 3, possibly a good score there. Let's look at that. 5.29 in lane 3. Santiago Londono currently in the lead. In that Ben Siara, 5.08. And Josef Belicki in lane 8, 4.97.
Heat 6. Auf der Bahn 0 René Schaub. Auf der Bahn 1 Hannes Schürmann. Lane 2 Tahak Slattery. Bahn 3 Vincent Koch. Lane 4 Christian Kiesel. Bahn 5 Linus Nato. Lane 6 Mourinho Andofsson. Auf der Bahn 7 Klaus Rüber. Bahn 8 Luca Behrens. And lane 9 Antonio Cavalier.
Well, this is a strong field. We look across there. Antonio Cavaliere, 6 from Italy. Hannes Schürmann, Tark Slattery, from Germany and South Africa, both S7 swimmers, as is Vincent Koch from Potsdam, another German swimmer. And it's in fact the swimmer in lane 7, the S7 swimmer. He's S14, Klaus Rieber. coming into the turn now, and he turns first. Linus Nathau and Luca Behrens either side of him, all those swimmers turning fairly close. And remember, it's the points that count, the order that they finish in. We've not seen the lines today. Sure we will this afternoon, but look at this, it's lanes 5 and across there in lane 7. 5 and 7, Linus Nathau and Klaus Rieber. And lane 9, Antonio Cavaliere is the... So look at the points. 364, 428, that's Aldofsson. 407, Kiziel. 501, Hannes Schurman. 528, Antonio Cavaliere. And that puts him in the lead at the moment. And in fact it does.
Heat 7. Auf der Bahn 0, Felix Schulze. Bahn 1, Francesco Colle. Lane 2, Junpei Kimura. Lane 3, Francesco Bocciardo. Bahn 4, Sven Michaelis. Lane 5, Taliesin Glock. Bahn 6, Michael Kölle. Bahn 7, Malte Braunschweig. Lane 8, Juan Felipe Budrago. And Lane 9, Gudman Håkan Hermansson. Team manager from Japan. Team manager from Japan. Please come to the referee desk.
Sven Michaelis and Taliesin Glock in lanes 4 and 5. Both S6 swimmers. And in the race as they go towards the first turn. The only turn across there in lane 8. That's Juan Felipe Buitrago, but he is an S11 swimmer. Felix Adrian Schulze and Francesco Cola in lanes 0 and 1. We don't have a classification for them. This looks like a good swim though in lanes 3, 4 and 5. Francesco Bocciardo, Sven Michaelis and Taliesin Glock. Those two swimmers in lanes 4 and 5 particularly. And in lane 5, Taliesin Glock, S6 swimmer. This is a very good swim from him. Across in lane 8, Buitrago is S11. But what a good swim this from the swimmer in lane 5, Taliesin Glock. We'll see how many points he gets for this. He's an S6 swimmer. It's very fast. It's coming in 8:07. 7:50. 6:73. Taliesin Glock.
Heat 8. Lane 0, Italo Pereira. Lane 1, Machid Gafarian Shadlou. Bahn 2, Klaus Steinhauer. Auf der Bahn 3, Pascal Kowalewski. Auf der Bahn 4, Yannick Hürse. Bahn 5, Jens Gilenski-Henze. Bahn 6, Bastian Fontaine. Lane 7, Nikolaos Zortras. Bahn 8, Christoph Weber. And lane 9, Tillard Chabo.
Well, this race hard to call. Italo Pereira in lane 0 has an S7, and Nicolas Soras in lane 7 also has an S7 classification, and they're all coming into the turn now. Lane 4, Yannick Hirse, S9. It's a good swim from him, but in lanes 2 and 3, Klaus Steinheuer, S10, and Pascal Kowaleski is S9. We're looking at the two S7 swimmers, Italio Pereira and Nicolas Soras. They're coming into touch. I can't quite see the board at the moment, but I think it's in lane 4. Yes, Yannick Hirse, 4.72. Italo Pereira, 8.23. That's a good score. 5.38, Bastien Fontaine. And Yannick Hirse, 5.72.
Heat 9, lane 0, Vladimir Chlavat. Lane 1, Yevgeny Aleyev. Lane 2, Ludwig Nurien. Lane 3, Matthew Willie. Bahn 4, Patrick Lacqua. Lane 5, Jonas Söresen. Lane 6, Grzegorz Polkowski. Lane 7, Piotr Pinianchachak. Lane 8, Yuri Pretzi. And lane 9, Dino Zinovic.
Matthew Wiley in lane 3, S9 swimmer, Piotr Pianachak in lane 7, and Yuri Pretzi in lane 8 are both S9. Dino Sinovic in lane 9 is an S7 swimmer. So they're looking strong as they come up to the turn. I can't see who's first from here. It looks as if it might be in lane 5. Jonas Sorensen is 36.32. And in fact it was Yevgeny Aliev. And a lot to separate these swimmers as they come down. We look at the S7 swimmer, Dino Sinovic. And in fact he's not swimming in lane 8. That's Yuri Pretzi, S9. That's a good swim. Coming in to touch first in lane 8. 5.95. Oh, there's a heat. 5.95. Sorensen and Pretzi. 6.32. Polkowski. And it's Polkowski in the lead with Sorensen and Pretzi. 5.95.
Heat 10, lane 0. Orwald Jensen, lane 1. Niels Mortensen, lane 2. Caio Oliveira, lane 3. Mihovil Spanja, lane 4. James Batsultenhocht, lane 5. Unica Kawai, lane 6. Alexei Fomenkov, lane 7. Henrik Herbst, lane 8. Andreas Nord, and lane 9. Ferenc Churi. And we need a team manager from Great Britain. Team manager from Great Britain, please come to the referee desk.
Well, this is a race that's hard to call. The entry times, there are only 2 seconds separate them all. And we have swimmers, Mihovil Spanja in lane 3 is S7, but James Bezwetenhout from South Africa in lane 4, S9, fastest qualifying time. Now he is in lane 4, and he's just following in lane 5, Junichi Kawai. Now Junichi is, Kawai is in fact S11 swimmer, so I think this is a good swim from James Bezwetenhout, and in lane 4, and at the moment he's in third place. Coming through in lane 1 though is Niels Mortensen, S8, so that is a good swim. Niels Mortensen, 7.48, Mihovil Spanja, 9.56, James Bezwetenhout, 6.24, Junichi Kawai, 8.46, good swim from him. So it's Mihovil Spanja, Junichi Kawai and Niels Mortensen, first 3.
Heat 11, lane 0, Jonathan Fox, lane 1, Sebastian Matichak, lane 2, Ben Proctor, lane 3, Morgan Peters, lane 4, Michael Anderson, lane 5, Mark Evers, lane 6, Gino Catenau, lane 7, Sharon Izadir, Bahn 8, Jan Miroslav und auf der Bahn 9, André Lehmann.
We have disqualification for competition number 14. Heat 6, lane 6, Marion Inge Olofsson from Iceland. IPC number 3.3.4. He was disqualified. He did not breaking water surface during each stroke circle. The time 12:15.
And I have the qualification for the A final men's 50-meter butterfly. That's Ahmed Hassaim, Keiichi Kimura, Jon Sverrisson, Jose Alcaraz Garcia, Arnos Petracek, Daniel Diaz, David Levesque Vives, Junichi Kagawa, Yosuke Oyama and Felipe Rodriguez. And for the B final, Tobias Pollap, Nelson Crispin, Frederick Crusuri, Takaro Yamada, Andre Kalina, Craig Gronewold, Mike van der Zanden, Dasaiku Eyumu, Martin Schulz und Alexander Ewert. Heat 12. Lane 0, Charles Wright. Bahn 1, Daniel Simon. Lane 2, Lasse Winter Andersen. Lane 3, Albert Gellis. Lane 4, Andre Brasil Esteves. Lane 5, Cardo Pomplipo. Lane 6, Andras Szczesny. Lane 7, Patrick Kowalski. Lane 8, Case Mortensen. And lane 9, Craig Gronewold. And then you know that you can win a little prize money when you have the most points by women. And in the moment on the third place is Carolina Pelentritiu. On the second place, Eleanor Simmons. And the first, Rina Akiyama with 1,177 points. And by the men's, on the second is Blake Cochran and Ernest Petracek. And the leader in the moment is Mark Evers, 3 points more at the other ones. This means 1,069 points. And the victory ceremony for the best points are in front of the afternoon session.
Some couple of great results in that last heat. Jonathan Mox and Mark Evers both getting over 1,000 points. But let's pick up this race now in lane 5. Cardo Plumipool, he's coming in with a strong swim in lane 4. Andre Brasil Esteves. And we'll look at the scores. 9.36 for Plumipool. 8.12 Esteves. 7.03, 8.39. That looks like Plumipool. And it is. That's Cardo Plumipool, first position there. 8.39. Ciceni. Yep, Ciceni and Esteves, 8.12.
Heat 13, Lane 0, Kaspar Zizek. Bahn 1, Alexander Ewert. Lane 2, Jack Thomas. Bahn 3, Lukas Ludwig. Lane 4, Charles Bauer. Lane 5, Carla Lampos Takaridis. Lane 6, Aaron Morris. Lane 7, Alberto Pavan. Lane 8, Sean Fraser. And lane 9, Mikkel Asmussen.
Well, Lee Summers' way now into the last heat of this event. I think we might here look to Lucas Ludwig in lane 3, S10 swimmer, and Charles Bauer in lane 4. They posted the fastest qualifying times with Cheryl Lampos Tiaganidis, but it's coming into the touch. It's lane 5, and it is the Greek swimmer, Charalampos Tiaganidis, who's way there. He is an S13 swimmer. Lucas Ludwig is S10. Can't quite see his lane at the moment. He's in lane 3. He's just out of sight of me. He's coming into sight now, and he is behind the other two. So it is Charles Boer, the South African, against the Greek Tiaganidis. Those two coming in there together, neck and neck. We'll look at the squints. The Greek swimmer touching first, and 9.22 points, 8.91 to the South African, 9.26 to Aaron Moores. Some good scores there, and Lucas Ludwig 8.04. So it's Tiaganidis, Aaron Moores, and Charles Boer.
Ja, und wir haben jetzt noch 2 Staffelrennen und möchten darauf hinweisen, dass wir danach noch 2 Ausschwimmen haben. Das ist zum einen das Ausschwimmen über 200 Meter Freistil der Frauen zwischen Joyce Riedel und Jacqueline Herwig, sowie Swim-Off Men's 100 Meter Freestyle. That means David Graha, Jack Thomas and Carlos Fahrenberg. Und nun, meine Damen und Herren, kommen wir zum ersten Staffelrennen. Und da startet auf der Bahn 4 die erste Mannschaft des Hessischen Verbandes. Ja, wir haben eine Durchsage an den Fabian. Fabian, der eben so toll übersetzt hast, möchtest bitte nochmal helfen? Komm bitte nochmal zum Sofa. Der Fabian, bitte. Und dann haben wir noch eine Bitte. Vielleicht fährt ja jemand aus Deutschland in Richtung Frankreich. Sollte sich jemand heute aufmachen in die Richtung Paris und hat durch Zufall noch 2 Plätze frei. Sie haben schon so viel Geld ausgegeben, um hier nach Berlin zu kommen. Vielleicht kann ja irgendjemand die beiden netten Herren von den Komoren mitnehmen.
We now have a very important request, and I would like everybody to listen carefully to this, please. Spectators, competitors, people in the gallery above us. We wonder whether there is anybody here in the championships who is driving to Paris tonight, and if they have 2 seats spare in their car. This would be to help out the 2 representatives of the Comoran team. We saw Hassan Jay swim this morning, and we heard about their journey here. So they do not have many funds. Is anybody driving to Paris tonight who could provide 2 seats for these 2 representatives of Comoros? Please come to the announcer's desk if you can.
Ja, und dann noch einmal für alle deutschen Teilnehmer die ich jetzt gleich nenne. Sie möchten nach der Beendigung der Vorläufe bitte sich im Raum des Vorstarts einfinden. Von der Haupttribüne aus gesehen ist das links und möchten auch ihren Heimtrainer mitbringen. Das sind Kirsten Brun, Daniela Schulte, Maike Naomi Schnittger, Tanja Gröpper, Anke Konradi, Vera Tamm, Stefanie Weinberg, Julia Karbus, Christiane Reppe, Elena Kraftschow und Verena Schott. Und bei den Herren sind es Sebastian Ivanov, Lukas Ludwig, Torben Schmidtke, Christoph Burkhardt, Nils Grunberg, Daniel Simon, Tobias Pollab, Sven Michaelis, Ben Ciara, André Lehmann sowie Martin Schulz. Ihr alle möchtet euch bitte nach den Vorläufen mit eurem Heimtrainer einfinden im Raum des Vorstarts. So, und jetzt feuert vielleicht nochmal die hessische Schwimmerin an, die Staffel jetzt hier ins Ziel bringt. Nochmal ein bisschen Applaus für die Staffel aus Hessen. (3:12:00), das sind 319 Punkte. Und nun kommen wir zum Wettkampf Nummer 42. Das ist die 4x50 Meter Lagenstaffel der Männer.
We now go to event 42, the men's 4x50 meters individual medley relay.
Und da startet auf Bahn 2 für Deutschland vom Mecklenburg-Vorpommernischen Landesverband die Mannschaft. Lane 3, NPC Italy. Lane 4, NPC Iran. Auf der Bahn 5 die Mannschaft des BV Leipzig und auf der Bahn 6 die Hessen.
Well, the swimmers are in the water now for this, our last event of the morning, the last heat of the morning. So we've got some relay teams here. Mecklenburg-Vorpommern in lane 1, in lane 2, Italy in lane 3, Iran in lane 4, Leipzig in 5, and Hessiker BRS in lane 6.
Ja, und dann hat jemand offenbar versehentlich eine schwarze Handtasche eingesteckt. So we missed a black handbag. Please, if you find it in your pocket, bring it to the speakers.
And let's have a look now in lane 2. It's Mecklenburg-Vorpommern. They're into their second leg, coming up to the halfway point. They're being challenged across in lane 6 by Heisiker BRS. Let's see where the Italian and the Iranian teams are. They're in lanes 3 and 4. And so that's Italy, currently in third place, coming in to change over. Now, relays changed so much in the last legs, but it's lane 6, that's Heisiker, into the water. Here in lane 2, they've just changed over. Mecklenburg-Vorpommern, and in lane 3. Now, there's a strong butterfly stroke that's in lane 4. That's the Iranian team chasing hard now. In fact, it was the Iranians that, not the Italians. The Italians there in lane 3, just coming up to turn. But look at that Iranian butterfly stroke. What a strong swim from Iran there. And their last swimmer going into the water and going in first. They've come from third place, a long way back, now to lead this in second place in this relay. Finishing across there in lane 6, Heizeka, BRS. But what a strong swim here now from the Iranians. They're coming through they're going to take second place. Look at this, neck and neck between lanes 2 and 3. And it's the German team in lane 2 have just pulled away again to come into second place in lane 4. Iran in third place. But that was a good swim from the Iranian team. So, Mecklenburg Vorpommern in second place, Iran in third, but in first place, Heizeka BRS with 5.9, 6 points in first place. Let's hear it now for the Italian team in lane 3 as they come in to finish. We'll just check their points.
So, und die schwarze Handtasche hat sich angefunden, kann dann hier abgeholt werden.
And in fact, the Italian team, look at that. 5.9, 5 points. That takes them just into second place. Well done, everybody. Great swim there from the Italian team to take second position.
So, und bevor wir dann das Ausschwimmen beginnen, haben wir die namentliche Qualifikation für die 100 Meter Rücken vorliegen. And now we have the names for qualified 100 meter backstroke man A final, B final and youth final. For A final qualified Jonathan Fox, Mark Evers, Mehobi Espana, Cardo Primopu, Aaron Morris, Chalampos, Canadis, Michael Anderson, Charles Bauer, Jack Thomas und Yenishin Kawai. For B final qualified Andreas Czerny, Italo Pereira, André Brasil Esteves, Tellison Clock, Lukas Ludwig, Ben Proctor, Francesco Patella, Gino Cateno, Jen Praser, Sebastian Matschak. Substitute-Swimmers, Ersatzschwimmer sind Alberto Pavan, Sven Michaelis, Nils Korbitz-Mortensen, Alexander Ebert und Nikolas Toschras. Und für das Jugendfinale haben sich qualifiziert Alexander Ebert, André Lehmann, Jannik Hirse, Bastian Fontaine, Hannes Schürmann, Pascal Kowalewski, Klaus Steinhauer, Linus Nato, Max Gielhaar und Malte Braunschweig. Ersatzschwimmer für das Jugendfinale Bastian Flörke, Francesco Kolle, René Schaub, Felix Adrian Schulze und Dustin Schmidt. Abmeldung bitte bis 13:40 Uhr. Whistle time 1:50. So, und wir haben jetzt das Ausschwimmen, Wettkampf 335 and now competition number 335. Swim-off 200 Meter Freestyle Men's. Heat 1 auf Bahn 4 Joyce Riedel vom BS Essen und Bahn 5 Jacqueline Herwig von der SG Ruhr.